Hello, welcome and welcome back to Louka and Art channel. Today I feel like doodling, so let's just do it. I think I've found the right place for this doodle. Let's go. So today I decided to go for a run, but my lazy side was like, you could just stay home and watch Netflix instead. But I made a deal with myself that if I actually put on my running shoes and get to the gym, I can listen to my favorite podcast while running. And you know what? It actually worked. Sometimes it's hard to motivate ourselves to do things that are good for us, but once we get started, it's not so bad. I think the key is to find a way to make it fun or rewarding. Whether it's listening to a podcast, treating yourself to a smoothie afterwards, or just feeling good about accomplishing something. Speaking of accomplishing things, have you ever started a course or project with the best intentions but ended up getting lazy and not finishing it? I know I have. I actually started this online course about drawing called Draw a Box. It's really good and I was going through many lessons, but then I got lazy and stopped in the middle. I keep telling myself I'll go back to it, but haven't yet. The thing is, that course is actually really useful. It was introduced to me by a friend and I started to pick up drawing even before I got depression. But I just acknowledged the usefulness of the course, did not follow it. Then I accidentally bumped into Peter Jarl's videos and started doodling slowly. And then when I got depressed, drawing became a way for me to cope. At the time, I didn't really follow through with it. I was a bit intimidated by all the different exercises and lessons, and I wasn't sure if I had the patience to stick with it. But then I stumbled upon some of Peter Jarl's videos and I started to get really interested in doodling. As I began to incorporate some of Peter's techniques into my own drawings, I realized that drawing was a great way for me to cope with my depression. It gave me a sense of purpose and accomplishment, and it allowed me to express myself in a way that I couldn't with words. It's funny actually, because I used to doodle a bit back when I was young. I remember in 10th grade, I used to doodle on my table with my fountain pen. The table was made of dark wood and my ink was also black, so no one could really notice. One day, a friend saw me doodling instead of going out to play with others during break time, and he called me autistic. At the time, I didn't really mind the comment, but it did make me think a bit about how people perceive art and creativity. Sometimes people can be quick to judge or dismiss something that they don't understand. But for me, drawing has been a way to connect with my own emotions and experiences, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. Anyway, back to drawing. I find it really therapeutic because when I draw, I don't have to think about anything else. It's just me, the markers, and some blank surfaces. Whether it's papers, cardboards, or even an unskatable skateboard. And I can feel free to put whatever I feel like onto the surface. It's like a form of meditation, really. I also like that when I draw, I don't plan ahead what I would draw. It's just about putting line after line, and then it might look like something, or it might not. But that doesn't matter. It's about the process, not the result. And sometimes, when the drawing is unpredictable, it's sort of like life, isn't it? When you think it might be one thing, and then suddenly it becomes something else. Speaking of predictability, what do you think about it? Do you prefer things to be predictable, or do you find it boring or worrisome? I have mixed feelings about it myself. On one hand, predictability can be comforting, but on the other hand, it can be limiting or even dangerous in some situations. Anyway, I think I'm rambling now. Thanks for joining me and see you in the next video. Take care.